Hello everyone, I have some poetry that I would like to read to you from this book, and it's raining a little bit, so let's begin reading these. Hello everyone, it's me with the ASMR, and today I wanted to show you some poetry that I want to read to you because poetry is always fun to read. Let's get started. This poetry is called Follow Me, Let Me Read to You. Imagine there's no light between us and all we know is the darkness that binds us while I decide. If I desire 2% of whole milk, you trail 12 feet behind as I push a cart of goods like a baby. You're a kid, it seems a boy of no more, and 12 buried in your cell, looking once or twice my way. Your white gray manager nods oppression. You don't think to puncture commands from high. You spend time into money, your work reduced to studying people like you and me to see whether I'm worth more than the overflowing cart I struggle to stir. It's raining, you guys, and this poetry reminds me of the rain. I have known this earth for 87 years. I know a few many things, like everything is connected, like slavery, and now you follow me. Like an overseas and spoiled power, I pause at the aunt. Remind myself with one bitter with stereotypes. You follow me to your self-checkout counter, pretending to steal. Be left in your cell, I scan each item and pay for it. In the sum I earn as an in-home family therapist, empowering kids your age to climb. Above systems, I show you to have a 1 week to say you were only doing your job. Yes, I don't say this job of keeping racism alive. The light butcher shakes his cage dreads like us tanked lobsters battle each other with tablecloths. So that was a poem that I ran, and I found it quite interesting, and it really just goes along with the meaning of just trying to relaxing and focusing on that poem. Here is some other poetry. The low tide river bass sealed other things, the clouds swept distant sails of things, the open bathroom window in spring of things, the moonlight cricket, symphony of things, the pitter-patter, tin roof rain of things, the 50-year marriage, loose skin of things, the clip's winter light of things, the stipple lymph not of things, the griff aesthetic flight of things. There's some poetry here that I can't read to you. Here's some poetry that I recently wrote myself here. Poetry Winter, written by Jesus ASMR. Winter A is a cabin with a fireplace. Winter A is a cabin with a fireplace and bed with a blanket so I can do a cup of coffee when I start waking up. I call this house a cabin so I can do so much. When the snow falls, I can finally start sipping my coffee and build a snowman like I did last year. Snow fall down so I can play. Instead of leaves bagging a large lamp string, pine cones faint to fall and collect so I can paint that winter so I can turn on the fireplace and sit by it with my pajamas. I'm going to need that dollar to fix the buttons of the snowman. In the fridge to build a carrot of the snowman. So winter, cone by my cup of coffee, waist to lace. Winter, winter. And that was a poetry that I wrote on this book. So it only took me a day to write that poetry. Okay. Here's another poetry that I recently read. Private Road. Dusty sunstroke, the attic rose in sepia haze. A photograph. C. 1880. Broad floorboards laid down before the Civil War. Square nailed, lined up in lockstep. The old colonial are far too deep in reach. The low point of that once vast estate. The winding drive has gone to grass, to antique outs, slanted towards firewood. And in the backwater, shrubby remains that forgot to the former gardens. The basement, walls old boulders, laying in the foundation received a cheerful vegetable air, reduced to 2 acres. The mansion had been surrounded by houses generations younger, like an old well, by children whose names he cannot remember. The massive horse, a chestnut. Trailed its skirts on barren ground, concealing a bower of greenery within. From the demulin windows in the attic, on a clear day you could see Connecticut. So those are the poems that I read, and ASMR. Okay, till then. From the demulin windows in the attic, on a clear day you could see Connecticut. And that was the poems that I read off of this book. Okay, ASMR.